seems to be expecting a very close match. It could go to extra time and perhaps even penalties. Hibs at the top of the table, their confidence is high. Dundee United still undefeated in domestic football. Our commentator is Rob McLean.
Dundee United manager Ivan Golat feels the need to make only one change from the team which drew at Celtic Park on Saturday. Alec Cleland drops down to the bench and there's a slight reshuffle to make way for skipper Dave Bowman, who's in mid-suspension. Only one change for Premier leaders Hibs as well. Darren Jackson has won his race to be fit, and his return means Gareth Evans is a substitute. He's Les Mottram, and after 12 years as a match official, he's in charge of his first League Cup semi-final. So we're underway with the first of this week's two big games, which lead to the final on October the 24th. Now McKinley. Too much on it for Grant Johnson at the far post, and Willie Miller has some time to clear. Flick on by Keith Wright. Well played, McAllister evading the bowling challenge. He's moving at pace. Darren Jackson, and Jackson has scored! This time, McAllister, the provider, and Darren Jackson on his comeback to the Hibs first team has put them ahead in this League Cup semi-final. Just over 10 minutes gone, and it's Hibs who strike the first blow. Untidy play from United. McAllister cashed in, the pass released Jackson, and he scored. Well, Darren Jackson took up perfect positioning there, and that was a clinical finish. McAllister was heading back. Christian Daly slips the Tweed tackle. McLaren's in the middle, and Jim Leighton out to make the save. McAllister, Wright and Jackson are all there. There's winger McAllister with a turn and a shot. Main doesn't hold it. Gets it at the second attempt, but that was a pass back from Brian Welsh, and that will be a free kick to Hibs. Just a few yards from the goal line. Well, Brian Welsh had to think quickly there. He took the wrong decision, but Kevin McAllister's chest control and turn put the United defence in all sorts of trouble, and that deemed to be a back pass, keeping them on the line. Michael O'Neill behind the ball. O'Neill strikes it, cannons off. Who knows who? So United restart, and they'll have been told in the dressing room at half-time to tighten things up, make the passes count, and put Jim Leighton under some pressure, because he really hasn't had too much of a serious nature to deal with in the first half. Build on their one-goal lead as Mitchell fires it in, flicked on by McAllister. Keith Wright! Oh, and a fine save by Alan Main. Pressure still on though. Cleland away from Farrell. There's the sub-Cleland again, it's a great ball, McLaren, and a fine save by Jim Leighton. Effective play again from Daly, which takes him beyond Miller, but Miller's not giving up, and that's dogged play by the Hibs defender, and a fine ball downfield as well, which finds Darren Jackson. Wright's on the left, and there's Michael O'Neill. What a chance this is. O'Neill. Well, gets. In it comes, there's Tweed. Just the merest of glances off the head of Stephen Tweed. Christian Daly, just 39 years old between them. McLaren's corner. Jackson away. Bowman. Back to McLaren. He's onside. Brian Welsh. Beaten by Miller. Van der Hoorn. What a shot by Van der Hoorn. And what a save by Jim Leighton. Up goes Tweed. Leighton was looking for it. In again. Andy McLaren. Daly! Oh, and Jim Leighton touches it over the bar. United agitated. And there's the final whistle. Hibs have done it. They won the League Cup 2 years ago. They're back in the final, courtesy of Darren Jackson's goal. Van der Hoorn. The other, a tip over the top from Christian Daly, just at the end. And Jim Leighton, after 7 years without the Cup Winners' medal in his cabinet, Well, everyone was getting a bit overexcited there. That was possibly a rehearsal for the real thing in a couple of moments' time, but everyone in the ground seemed to reckon that was it all over. Away from Tweed. Well, it may not have been over then. It is over now. Hibs celebrate. They're through to the League Cup final. The Premier leaders have made it, and there's Jim Leighton mobbed by his teammates. He's had to wait a long time after heartbreak spells at Manchester United and Dundee. But he's back in the big time, and Jim Leighton, as Dave Bowman is ushered down the tunnel. Darren Jackson having to break things up. Some ugly scenes on the touchline. John Clark is involved as well there. Alec Miller seemed to be having words with some of the Dundee United players as they headed down the tunnel. But let's not take away from these Hibs celebrations. Jim Leighton, the hero right at the end. Darren Jackson with the only goal in the first half. The Hibs fans are jubilant. Dundee United 0, Hibernian 1.
Alec, many congratulations. You must have been delighted with your team's commitment tonight.
Yes, I was, Dougie. I felt that that was a part of the game that we hadn't really been tested at, but tonight they showed that they can commit themselves to try and win, and I was delighted for them.
The first half hour particularly, I thought you played some excellent football and got a great goal, of course.
We got a great goal at the start, and then I felt that we panicked a wee bit and gave the ball away by trying to play too many long passes, which enabled Dundee United to settle onto the game and put us under so much pressure.
In the second half, understandably, you were under a lot of pressure from United, and particularly with the high ball, and your two centre-backs seemed to cope very well with that.
Yes, they did well. You're a goal down, and I felt United just played the ball on top of us all the time and tried to back it up. But as you say, the defence in the second half, and especially Jim Leighton had a great save off Freddie van der Hoorn, which maybe turned the game for us.
Yeah. How pleasing is it for you to see Jim Leighton turning in the kind of performances he has been?
Well, I didn't take a chance on Jim Leighton. Everybody says I took a chance. I felt that Jim Leighton never lost his ability. Okay, maybe lost his confidence, and you can give confidence back to players, and I felt that Jim Leighton showed tonight that he's definitely a class goalkeeper.
So now you're sitting at the top of the league, you're in the League Cup final, and yet at the beginning of the season, you didn't get off to the best of starts. Remember, you took some criticism at Celtic Park, and then you lost here, of course, in the derby. What's turned it round, Alec?
Well, what we did in the first three games of the season is we tried to incorporate a different system, and then when it wasn't working out, we then changed back to a tried and tested system, and we got the players to work within that, and we've really taken off from there.
A word for your fans tonight, because they seemed pleased.
Oh, the fans were magnificent to us. They kept us going when we were tired, and when we needed that wee bit of edge, they gave it to us. And it's very difficult. If we've got the fans behind us, we'll be a good and a hard team to beat.
Well, there you are, second League Cup final in 3 years, Alec. Well done again.
Thanks, Dougie.
Jim, I think we could tell from your reaction at both final whistles just how much tonight's win meant to you.
It means a hell of a lot to me. After what has happened in the last 3 years, this makes up for a hell of a lot of it.
How low did you get during that bad spell?
As low as a professional footballer could possibly get after the highs that I've had. To go as low as I went, it wasn't easy. But we battled through. I've got a lot of people to thank for that. A lot of family and a lot of friends to thank for that. And we're all here tonight enjoying it as well.
Yes, it was a wonderful win for Hibs, and your own personal performance must have been very pleasing too.
It's immaterial how well you play, it's the team wins. If you do okay, it's a bonus. I'm only just too pleased that we're through and we've got a final to look forward to.
You've been very modest, Jim, but I can remember two saves in particular, one from Andy McLaren and one from Freddie van der Hoorn, which were absolutely out of the top drawer.
Sometimes when it's going for you, it stays out. A few years ago that would have went in. That's just sort of what's happening for me at the moment, but long may it continue because I'm really enjoying it.
The team are playing well. Is that all down to confidence?
I think so. I think the new players that's come in have added a lot to the team. There's nothing like seeing two wingers going at teams and getting crosses in and one thing and another. And you saw the reaction that the Hibs supporters have given us. I mean, they've been fabulous this season. We had a rocky wee first couple of games. Once we got it sorted out, we've been playing really, really well. And they must be enjoying it because it's really enjoyable to play in.
And now you've another cup final to look forward to.
Great. It's a long time since I've had one. I'm looking forward to this one very much.
Well done tonight, Jim.
Thank you.